Project management would not be necessary if adults would just do their jobs.
Nah.
I was actually kind of hopeful for the nah. So I'm interested in what your nah is.
Yeah.
Not everybody's responsible for tracking a budget, per se,
Yeah.
right? When we budget for a project, we're really budgeting people's time and allocating resources or people to a particular task within a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
So there is an amount of ownership that if you see that you've got a task that's supposed to take X amount of hours, that you're working within that budget, given to you, or potentially saying, hey, that's not enough time, like raising a red flag or whatever the thing might be. There's definitely some ownership from the people's perspective. But all of those are estimates, right? You never have things down to such a science that you're going to be able to say, yeah, I know it's going to take me exactly 10 minutes and 50 seconds to do this thing, right? Like, that's just not realistic. But there is a time management and or budget allocation element that, as a project manager, you're looking at from a holistic perspective to say, okay, I noticed that this task is near complete and we actually have some extra time there. This one seems to be struggling over here. So let's reallocate some of our resources over to that.
Talk to me about some ways that you've seen in your experience in KDU too, in how you can communicate that high level to maybe that's to somebody that's more in that tech position, or the one that's, creating the code for the project itself, or whatever that might look like. How have you seen that done well?
So we follow some Agile methodologies, and I like to chunk things into a sprint or a phase or whatever term you want to use for project management, where we're thinking of things in a 1 to 2 week chunk. And when we're done with that, then we have some sort of deliverable for the client that feeds into the bigger project. And so
phasing out really is what you're
phasing things out. And now we can look at this on a micro scale while seeing how it plays into the big picture.
macro.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
so we're communicating to our client, yep, this is phase 1. We've got 10 of these. Let's look at this today. Did we nail it? Did we miss it? Oh, we did exactly what you said you wanted, but actually now you found out you didn't really want that, right? There's things that change, right? So we're kind of working through that while looking at, right, budget. Has our scope changed? Are we on track overall? Is there some sort of date we're tracking against? Are we on track for that or not? So picking out how those micro pieces fit into the macro and making it digestible for everybody, whether it's just the tech who's executing on the tasks, or you have a high-level person sitting at the table that just really wants, like, just tell me how we're doing with budget and are we on track for this big date that we have coming up. So making it make sense to everyone.